Hello, good morning. It is a lovely autumnal day. I always get really lucky with the weather at Alton Towers. Touch wood, I've said that it's going to rain now. It's Scarefest. Yay! The most wonderful time. Look, Conor's here. Conor hasn't done Scarefest in like 3 years, 2 years?
Probably about that,
something like that. So yeah, there's loads of new stuff for him to explore and enjoy. Like, there's no new horror mazes. There's new family stuff, which we'll also be checking out Trick or Treat Town. But no new horror mazes for me this year. But I don't think you haven't done the attic, have you? Yeah, have you done Darker Steps? The spooky
no, I've done the one that was in the mine. No, I'm not the pirate thing, no.
Oh, so Conor hasn't done Darker Steps, he hasn't done the attic, you've done the mine tour, and you haven't done Toxic Junkyard. So 3 of the 4 mazes are new for Conor, so that will be exciting. And always good to get on the roller coasters in the lovely autumnal weather. But we're going to head over to Forbidden Valley first, is what I was trying to say there. Failed miserably. We're going to probably walk through Gloomy Woods and Haunted Hollow as well, just to get the spooky juices flowing. I keep saying juices flowing at the start of these vlogs. I'm sorry, it's a really gross turn of phrase. I'll try and stop saying it. It just comes out. But yeah, Forbidden Valley first. Let's go. A real one?
Yeah.
Let's see. Can we see him? Whee! Or we can't. You can kind of. Oh, it's going to pop up. Do 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 do. Here lies an elf. Oh, there we go. It's lit up. Yeah, I can see the skeleton from that one. There we go. His body, you can kind of see it, but it's not focusing. Here lies an earl from years of old, whose body was cursed for reasons untold. It's because the other earl pissed off that woman and cursed the family. The tomb is haunted. Look if you dare. Look if you dare. Mirror, mirror on the wall, can you hear the maiden's call? Careful not to look too closely for fear of seeing something ghostly. I've never actually been in here. Oh, it's me! Disgusting. Is there actually anything else? Oh no, I thought it was just going to be me. There is actually a ghoul. There was actually a ghoul, it wasn't just me. I've never actually been in there. And I've walked down this path many times. So many times. This is Conor having his morning poo.
Yeah. Getting the tongue out now. Have you got one around there before?
Don't think so. Did that make noise? Gotta respect the dead.
She's singing through there.
Joanne Von Groen. Oh, it is doing something.
Yeah, it's only on the work site. Broke.
Right, I'm back to my old school roots here of starting the day with Nemesis. Be warned, this is the world's most intense ride experience. I don't think that's necessarily true anymore. Have you been on Dodonpa? I think that's more intense than this. Oh my god, an actual queue for Nemesis. Okay. Okay, 25 minutes, that's fine. I'll wait 25 minutes for Nemesis. And it means we get some nice views from on the top. Let's go. RIP Project 42. Wop. started off, I was going to say started off the morning, it's definitely not morning, it's 10 to 1. It's our first ride of the day on Nemesis. Obviously amazing. It's my favourite time of year to ride it this year because the whole queue, it looks so autumnal, and I always go on about in X sector whenever I come around this time of year. I always take the same million photos, but Smiler's down today, but usually I take the same photos of Smiler every year with like the autumnal trees. But actually I think the trees around Nemesis might be my favourite trees. I was kind of stood there going, oh yes,
stupid questions I have to say.
my favourite trees, because that's the kind of thing I look at going this way. These are my favourite trees. No, I love autumnal theme parks. We got some Nemesis monorail interaction. I noticed as we were inverting, we were racing the monorail. That was quite exciting. You like Nemesis, don't you?
Oh, it's good ride.
Come off, and he was like, it is good. It's like, yeah, it's Nemesis. Of course it's good.
It's overrated.
It's not overrated.
All you Brits love it, like, but it's just a good roller coaster. Not like the best in the world.
What do you think's better than it in the UK?
Gangster Granny, probably.
Gangster Granny. You haven't been on Gangster Granny, and it's also not a roller coaster, so.
What's a better roller coaster? I don't know. Are there any good roller coasters in the UK?
Yes. Nemesis. Oblivion, Stealth.
Smiler, I like Smiler. Smiler's better than that.
And we don't get to go on it today, womp womp. That was the only reason why Conor came. He was like, I fancy on a Smiler. And it's down today.
There's no smiling here.
It's fine. Oh, yeah. What's the opposite of smiling? Frowning. Frowner.
Frowner.
That's you.
Frowner.
I think we're going to go and shoot some pew pew. Shoot some zombies.
Oh, aye.
Yes. Something I do really miss. It was a bit of a tradition of ours to sit in the cold autumn air and have a nitro genie, and you can't have nitro genie anymore. I really miss it. It was the best ice cream. Saying I miss nitro genie.
I was thinking there was no ice cream.
Yeah.
Ice cream. They're not doing it anymore at all.
No. I'm gonna go see this guy. Conor hasn't been on Jewel in ages, so I think I will win. Conor thinks he will win, obviously.
I've experienced in shooting things.
Your experience at shooting things? What's that meant to mean? You used to be a hitman, okay. Into the house. Conor hasn't seen the changes inside the spooky house. We shall go. This way. Oh, there's a bit of a queue. Do you remember?
Fireplace over there?
You used to walk straight, well, kind of straight, wibbly wobbly, but they've diverted it. The exact same score that was on the thing. Did you even shoot?
I did.
I don't think you played.
Not the game. We get the same score.
Yes, you win. Who won?
I won because I got the same score as
Conor's trying to say he thinks the aim of the game is to match exactly the score that was in the vehicle, which is actually quite an interesting challenge. I mean, next time if that is the game, then you won. But we know that's not the game. The game is.
Game I was playing.
It's not the game you were playing. What did I get? 38,000, and you got 23,000.
I got the same score as the one the last time, 23,100.
So?
I got the same score.
Oh, the rapids is off. Boo! I wanted to go on the rapids. Me. Oh, I don't know what we're going to do now then. Runaway Train? Hugh's massive. Oh, but and also the thing I like about the Runaway Train is the interaction with the rapids. Boo! Yeah, God knows what we're doing now then. Sea life?
Yeah.
We're walking up towards the towers and kind of goes, there's the Gruffalo. And I was thinking, what are you talking about? It was just two people wearing brown coats walking next to each other.
Looked like the Gruffalo from the back.
Why would it be the Gruffalo all the time? We are heading to Gangster Granny. Because Conor hasn't been on it.
No.
And you have no idea what it is.
Better be rap music.
Rap music, Gangster Granny, Gangster's Paradise. That's exactly what it is. Oh.
Hello there.
Hello.
Welcome.
That's a good tree. That's a very good tree.
Tree? What is your blog called? Cupcakes and trees?
Cupcakes and conifers.
Cupcakes in yellow trees.
Do you want to put your face in the Queen?
Absolutely not.
Oh my god, why has someone got a television on her head? What the hell? It's very weird. Right, here we go. I'm very intrigued by this. I want her to turn around. Right, Gangster Granny the ride. Let's go. That must be so heavy. What's your royal title?
Prince Hickory.
The first letter of your first name.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, that's not Hickory, is
Oh
it?
no, Jiggy. Prince Jiggy.
Heffalump.
Heffalump.
Prince Cheeky Heffalump.
What are you?
I am Lady
Jiggly.
Jiggly Caliente. No, McDuck.
McDuck. You look like a McDuck.
It's been a while since I spoke to you. What did we do? What did we do? Oh, we went on Gangster Granny. The ride, because Conor had never been on it before. And Conor was like, I didn't like it. And I was like, well, it's for kids. It's not for you. So, like, I think he was expecting Spider-Man from Islands of Adventure.
Something. Spider-Man or something like that.
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
No, and what else did we do? We went, we got lunch, we watched the Alton Ancestors in the courtyard. That was nice. We had a lovely sit-down meal at the Woodcutters. I was kind of like, Conor was like, oh, do you want pizza, pasta, buffet? And obviously, usually that is where I would go. But I just wasn't feeling it. I kept saying I really fancy going to Woodcutters. So that's what we did. And we had, it was really nice. We had that chicken stack thing. It was good, yeah. And I had a Cajun chicken brioche thing. It was very nice. We're now going, obviously, straight after lunch. The only ride to ride is Oblivion. Obviously. What, like, stupid idea. Smile is closed, sadly. Very sad. It's very sad. Like I said, that was the one ride that Conor wanted to go on.
Yeah, literally.
Oh well, Oblivion will do. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go on Oblivion. Go down. We're ready to go down. Wanna go down?
I'll always go down.
I love going down. And then we are going to go and start. Oh, I miss having you in vlogs and having to edit around the stupid shit you say. And then we are going to do Trick or Treat Town. And then we're going to start doing the haunts. Yay! Right, coasters are done.
Right.
Well, 2 coasters are done. The main ones. We haven't done Wicker Man yet, we'll do it later. But the sun is setting, and that means it's time for spooky things. Yay!
When the sun goes down.
Just keep singing, what is it? Star is Born.
Yeah. Sad movie. Sad movie.
So it's not really in keeping with the theme of the vlog, so sing a Halloween song.
I don't really know any Halloween songs.
We're going to do Trick or
Beginning to look a lot.
No, that's not allowed.
Christmas.
Banned. Shut up. We are starting with Trick or Treat Town. Shut up. I will literally punch her in the face.
You'll
Be
try
quiet.
once.
We have a rule where Connor's not allowed to start talking about Christmas until November, and every year it gets to around this time and he keeps trying to play Christmas music, and I keep telling him off.
I think we'll listen to Jolly Parton's Christmas album on the way down the road tonight.
We will not. Anyway, we're starting with Trick or Treat Town, which is the new family thing for this year. I think it's like you collect sweets. I don't really know, but it sounds cute. So we're going to start with that, and then we have all the mazes, and then by that time hopefully the sun will have gone down and we can do some night riding. I mainly want a night ride on Wicker Man, but if we get like a night ride on Nemesis or something as well. I would also quite like to do Hex, because that is a bit of a Scarefest tradition of mine, and we haven't done Hex yet today, just because all of a sudden like time has flown, you know, when you're in a park and time just disappears. That has happened. But yes, heading over to Trick or Treat Town to start off the spooky things. Yay! We just did Trick or Treat Town. Yes, we're adults, but I wanted to see I more just wanted to see the theming, and all the actors were like, "You're a bit old for this, aren't you?" It's like, yes, I am.
Oh, you're clearly
But give me sweets anyway. I want sweets. Do you remember when we did the one at Chesington at Christmas? And,
you never gave us a cookie?
You were meant to get a cookie, but they were like, cookies are for children, and we were like,
oh no, I want one. You've got boxes of them.
I want a cookie. But that was really cute. I really liked that.
Good.
Like the sets are so cute, and like all the monsters and the doors and stuff. It's really cute, especially if you've got like young kids. Like they're gonna really enjoy it. There's some actual like jump scares in there as well, isn't there? Like it was, I can never remember what it was called. Was it called House of Monsters or Monster Squad or something? The one that's where Gangster Granny is now, that was way scarier than Trick or Treat Town. Trick or Treat Town's very much like cutesy. Very kiddie, cutesy Halloween, whereas I think that the one, I'm going to call it House of Monsters. It might not be called that, but you know the one I mean. That was way scarier than Trick or Treat Town. Trick or Treat Town is just very cute, very adorable. Very much enjoyed it. It's very like, it's nice to have like a proper attraction for like families here for Halloween, because all of the like extra Halloween stuff is very much like scary, kind of geared more towards like actual scares. Apart from like the stage shows. I think the Freaky Five stage shows is for like younger audiences. But yes, very cute. We now have loads of sweets. I'm changing hands. Sorry, Connor. My arm aches.
I'm contributing nothing anyway, so that's fine.
Just walking along in the background. Yeah. We've now got loads of sweets though, which is good.
There's a zombie.
There's
oh
a
wait,
zombie?
no, that's just a Rangers fan.
Oh, Connor. For God's sake, what's wrong with you? We're going to do the first of our haunts now. We're doing the attic. Connor hasn't done the attic. Connor has done Terror of the Towers. Do you remember that one? That was inside the towers?
Very good. This is probably very similar.
It isn't actually.
Oh, okay.
It's got some really good effects in it, but yeah, Connor hasn't done it, so it's time for the attic. Let's go. Well, that was the best run through of that I've ever had. I think, is that its third year? It was new in 2019, I think. And the first time I went through it, I think we were like batched weirdly, because when we went through, like everyone, it seemed like the actors didn't really expect that we were coming. But that, even like the pre-show room, like the timing of everything was amazing. The caretaker storyteller woman in there did an amazing job of like setting the scene. And then like, you always forget how beautiful the sets are in there. Like it is stunning. And like, I have this real thing about smell pods this year. I don't like disgusting smells, and I don't know why I've all of a sudden become more sensitive to it, but I really am. The smells in there are really good because they're not like disgusting smells, they're more like theatrical smells. So you smell like the burning of the fireplace and like the powder room in the kids' nursery and stuff. Oh, why has it gone like heavy metal? Okay. But yeah, that was easily my like most enjoyable run through that I've ever had. It was really good. I wish we could go round and do it again because it was so good. Did you enjoy it?
That was good crack. I enjoyed that.
Is that your one line review?
Content with that.
Connor Hughes, good crack. We're gonna go and do the next new for Connor maze, which is Darkest Depths, which is this way. We're heading down here. This is the kind of spooky under the sea type thing. Again, Connor hasn't done this before, so I'm very intrigued to see what he thinks, because for me, Darkest Depths and the attic feel like a departure from what we're used to from Alton Towers mazes. Very good, very excited to get back in Darkest Depths. Let's go. done our second maze of the night, which was Darkest Depths. What do you think?
Very good. Good crack.
Good crack. That's very good. You got more words that time. Very good. Good crack. I just think the set design on that is so good. I will say this. I do miss the mermaids. It used to have mermaids in it.
I like the octopus at the end though.
Yeah, it was the Kraken.
That was an octopus. The Kraken's bigger than that. That wasn't a Kraken. That was an octopus.
I think it was a Kraken.
Like
it definitely was some sort of beast, some sort of sea beast. That's what it was. It's very good. It's very spooky. I love like all the sirens singing and stuff. It's so fun. They're just so good at building an atmosphere, and I think like something I always feel like with these two mazes in particular, the Attic and Darkest Depths, is they feel like real storytelling that's gone into them. Like you feel like you're being told like a bedtime story or something, and then you're like, someone sets up the spiel and then you get to live it and experience it yourself, which I don't think any other attraction in the UK does it like that. Like it's more just go in and you're going to be scared, whereas this is actually like they go extra step to like kind of set up an atmosphere, which is very cool. We are now going to do the Autumnal Man tours, which you've done before.
No idea.
Skin Snatchers, the one that's in the towers.
Oh, I've done that one before.
Yeah.
That was good, that one.
We're going to do Skin Snatchers now because our last maze is then the barbed wires, Toxic Junkyard, that's what it's called. I always call it barbed wires because that's what the sign says. Toxic Junkyard is the last one, but we want to wait until it's a bit darker. What is with the heavy metal? There's like heavy metal music everywhere. It's the Addams Family, but like rockin' version. Okay, cool. That was the third maze. Well, I say third maze, it was the fourth attraction, third horror maze. The one called Trick or Treat Town, a horror maze. Skin Snatchers. Skin Snatchers is fab, but I feel like it's getting to the point now where, because I've done it so many times, I'm like, I remember this happening with Subspecies, where I still love it. I still think the concept's great, still think the maze is great, but it's like, you know when you're like, I know this maze now, so I'm not as scared of it. And we were in the middle of the group, so we didn't really get that many of the scares because the people at the front and the people at the back were getting more of the scares than we were. But it's still fab, it still grows, it still gives me big Rob Zombie / what's that film? Jeepers Creepers. Big Jeepers Creepers vibes in there. I love the set dressing. I love like the skin pieces, the skin hanging up, and there's like a dressmaker's thing with like a skin on it. I love, like, it's just so grotesque. Like, you don't have to have people jumping out at you to just get for the thing to give you the creeps, and obviously because you've got the towers as well and it's all set inside the towers, it's got that kind of really claustrophobic and kind of like generally say I'm claustrophobic, Darren. Fucking say. Have you missed having Conor in the vlogs? Just saying random stuff at the moment. But yes, still very good. Probably, like, of the three we've done, it's probably our least favourite we've done this visit. But again, it's just because one has to be at the bottom. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's still an excellent, excellent maze. I'm really confused by this heavy metal music. So I think we're going to go... Oh, it's coming from the maze. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. I was a bit like, why is this happening? I think we might go and sit on the lawn for a bit, maybe have a little ride on Wicker Man because we haven't been on that yet today. Yeah, just generally soaking in the Scarefest ambience. We're having a lovely day.
Having a lovely
day. Are you having a lovely day?
Oh, it's good crack.
Good crack. That's Conor's answer to everything. Oh, good crack. back row night ride. I keep getting back row, like, just lucky, I guess. Like, I could see the guy counting and he was like 10. I was like, yes. Is it 11? It's like, yes. I was like, it's either going to be back row or front row at this point. So, back row it was. That was Connor's. When was the last? You think you haven't ridden that since
No, I don't think it's been long since it's been open. So what's that, open 2 years now?
Yeah, opened in
before. It's brilliant. No, I really enjoyed that.
Opened in 2018, so more than 2 years.
Yeah.
That's probably the last time you rode it.
Yeah, no, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
That was great.
It's
That was good crack.
Good crack, good crack. Kind of standard response is good crack. It was good crack, I loved it. I will be honest, the last few rides I had on it were better than that. I had a great time, like, don't get me wrong, it was really good and still like absolutely smashing it and amazing. And obviously you get the heightened, like, the extra theming. I know it's not extra theming, it's just extra lighting and stuff because it's in the dark, but it feels like, you know what I mean, it feels like more. Some of the smoke machines weren't working, which was a bit of a shame because I do love that, like, the dive down into the tunnel and stuff in all the fog is so good. But yes, it was a very, very good ride on the Wiki Boy. We are now heading over for our 4th or 5th, depending on how you're counting them, 4th horror maze of the night, 5th spooky attraction of the night, and that is Toxic Junkyard. Another new for Mr. Hughes.
Oh, I
was going to say ride, not ride.
No,
Scare maze.
Scare maze.
We'll see what he thinks of it. I don't think he'll like it. We'll see. How it compares to the rest of the things we have done tonight. It's very cold now, and it's just hit me as well. I'm going to change hands, my arm's aching. It's just hit me that, like, we're coming to the end of the season. Like, it's really weird because usually, like I always get to this point where I'm like, oh, I'm really enjoying Halloween and I'm enjoying spooky season, but then there's part of my brain that's like, but then the theme park's closed and it's very sad. It's like, it is, but I mean,
but then it's Christmas.
Then it's Christmas, but also we're doing like fun stuff. Like, I'm going to Fantasyland and Movie Park next week. I'm going to Disneyland Paris with my sister and my nephew, and then we're going to Europa Park, and then probably something else in January. Might go to Fantasyland again. Well, Conor wants to come. Conor's not coming with me next week. I'm going with my friends. Oh, it's very dark. Sorry, I've just gone completely out of the camera there. But yeah, so it's like, it is close season, but like, because COVID's obviously been a thing for so long and I've been used to not travelling for so long, I've grown really accustomed to like mainly going to the like the UK parks, and the idea that they're about to be closed is really weird all of a sudden. And there's, hopefully, fingers crossed, there's not going to be a lockdown between, because that's kind of kept us occupied. It's like, okay, but then there was lockdown and then it was, the parks were open again. We're not going to have that this time, hopefully. So yeah, very weird concept, but it almost feels like back to normal. But yeah, sad times. Anyway, Toxic Junkyard, here we go.
Those who are pregnant, claustrophobic, those who are heart conditions.
We just finished the last of our mazes. We did Toxic Junkyard last. It looked amazing. Like, the set dressing was amazing, and it's a lot longer this year. Like, there's a whole undercover area, and I think I said the same last year. Just the set design and the set dressing is incredible. It's just, there wasn't a lot of actors in there, and again, we were, I don't know, we kept getting like batched like to the middle of the back of the group, and it just, I think there was too much for the actors to focus on elsewhere, so we kept getting missed. But we had good fun. I thought the chainsaw guys at the end were great. Like, they put the chainsaw on the floor between my legs, and like the floorboards were all vibrating. It was really cool. In case you can't tell, we're in the queue for Oblivion. We're gonna try and get a night ride in. We're kind of wrapping up our day at Towers a little bit here. We think we're gonna go on Oblivion, Whispering Souls, because we haven't done that yet, and then we're gonna exit via Forbidden Valley and try and squeeze in one last night ride on Nemesis. We'll see how that goes. Oh, it's very bright. Oh, sorry. I apologise. No one needed to see that. But yeah, Oblivion, yay!
Fashion scare off.
Boo, boo, fine. But it's your funeral. You two don't stand a skeleton's chance.
First up, we'll see who can make the scariest face.
Gone old school, and we're ending our day, our season at Alton Towers. Oh, that was good timing. Exactly the same timing as last time. We are ending everyone, Alton Towers season, the night ride on Nemesis. Back to our roots. I think the last 2 times we've done Towers, we've ended the day with Wicker Man, maybe? Yes. Changing things back up a little bit. I'm so sad. That's another Scarefest over. I hate that Alton Towers are so far away. I always have such a good day here. Did you have a nice time back at Scarefest?
I was grand, good crack.
Grand, good crack.
That was grand.
Any
good crack.
standouts?
The Wicker Man.
Wicker Man, yeah, I told you. I told Connor, I was saying to him, I remember when I rode it, was at the start of this season, and I was like, oh, something's different. I went back, I was like, you're going to have to come back up and ride Wicker Man because it's completely different, and yeah.
And the Pirates.
Dark Steps.
Cracking. Well, that was good. That was cracking.
It was cracking. Very good.
Cracking.
Very good. Lovely reviews there from Mr. Connor Hughes. Oh, sorry, there's a reflection of a camera on my face. That was really good. It was very nice Scarefest. I don't know, like, it's really weird because usually when I'm walking out of Towers on the last day of Scarefest and last day of season, it feels like I'm wrapping up a bit more. Maybe we usually visit Scarefest like later in the season or something, because there's still like 2 weeks of Halloween to go.
I think you do Scarefest at fireworks, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I haven't done fireworks for a few years, but usually, yeah, like when I'm walking out, it feels a bit more like, oh, and because there's still 2 more weeks of spooky fun time to go, it's not as like, oh, but like, this is my last visit to Towers of the year, which sucks, man. Like, I've been here loads this year. Like, it's probably the most I've ever visited in one season just because of COVID and things. Haven't really been travelling, so I've been making the most of the UK theme parks. But as always, I mean, every visit to Towers this year has been brilliant, and this was no exception. We had a very, very good time. I do wish we got on more rides, but I was saying to Connor, like, when I came for Oktoberfest, we did so many rides in one day, and even today, like, I think we did 2 goes on Oblivion, 2 goes on Nemesis, went on Wicker Man, went on Gangster Granny, we went on Jewel, and we had a sit-down meal, and we did all 5 of the haunts. So we did, like, we literally did loads. I don't know what my brain's like, oh, I think I'm gonna be right. We did. We went on loads of stuff, so shut up, brain. But yeah, very, very good fun. I'm heading over for a little chill out in the hotel now. But yeah, sad, weird to think that I won't be back here until March next year, probably. March 2022. That makes me feel sick to say, because I can like vividly remember, like, does anyone else have this, like, COVID has like completely messed with your like perception of time? Like, it's really weird. Like, I can remember everything like 3 years ago vividly, like it happened like last year. It's very strange. But yes, a very fun and spooky time was had at Alton Towers Scarefest. Another successful Halloween season here at the Alton Towers Resort. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments if you've been to Alton Towers Scarefest this year, and if so, what was your favourite maze? Let me know in the comments. And if you're not already subscribed, please do consider subscribing. If you like theme park stuff, that's what we do here. When I go to a theme park, usually I pick up a camera and bring it along with me. That's a very, very bright generator light. Everyone's barking for some reason in the background of the video. Halloween does weird things to people. Anyone else notice that? People just walk along making random sounds. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. See you later. Bye.